Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
32-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A gain of 31
yards there and a first down.
Pittsburgh.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
And a hit this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Cowboys nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
His way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Number 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
22, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Steelers 14, Cowboys 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Running back, again the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
That's another Cowboys.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust.
First and 10 at the
Maybe we
30-yard
saw
line.
that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Running back.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on
Well,
the
on every
pickup.
play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
First and goal.
Well, he's broken on some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found the seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Check hot route. Hot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
It's a gain
Rookie
of 6.
Quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, here I come.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Smith-Schuster.
A big play that
First
time for
goal,
Pittsburgh. 59 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28. Cowboys 13. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 32-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game at 16th on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Cowboys 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ball carried by number 22.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Cowboys 27.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at
back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The running back, again the ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll look to throw here.
And 4.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
The Cowboys
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
By number 33.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
Back to throw.
65.
Buying time to his left.
65.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The quarterback forced
Okay,
out
was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Mark 55. Mark 55. I got one. Mike, check. Eat. Pick it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
Check 24.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of
Another
9
catch
yards.
for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Watch the run. Do.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Down at the 35.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
22. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Cooper's got him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Amari Cooper. That's good.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to number 83.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Cowboys.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
The pass.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
To the sideline. And
so 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, coming to you, coming to you. Double dog.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
55's mine, guys. 55. Read it. Check.
Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And we've got a timeout.
8-yard gain.
9 seconds remaining.
Too little, Captain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Today's final score, Steelers 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.